general municipal law. Before I open the hearing, can we please stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you very much. The mission statement of the UCIDA. The mission statement of the agency is as follows. The mission of the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency is to advance the job opportunities, general prosperity, and long-term economic vitality of Ulster County residents by targeting tax incentives, bonds, and other assistance to foster creation and attraction of new business and the retention and expansion of existing business. At this time, I'll do the introduction of agency members, guests, and staff. I'm Michael Ham. I am the chairman of the Ulster County IDA. To the left of me is Chris Canada. He is counsel for the Ulster County IDA and UCCRC. And this is our executive director, Hillary Nichols, and our administrative assistant, Natalie. Oh my God, that's so bad.
Melly.
Natalie, I apologize.
It's all good.
I don't know why it's on the top of my head all the time.
It's not a common last name.
And also in attendance is board member Randall Everett. So once again, my name is Michael Ham. I'm the chairman of the Ulster County Industrial Development Agency. I am also the hearing officer for the public hearing being held in connection with the project, which is the subject of the public hearing. Today, we're holding the public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the agency with a project for New Paltz Way Hotel LLC, a New York State limited liability company. I would like to note that as required by New York State law, the agency is live streaming this public hearing. Christopher Canada of Hodgkin Russ LLP, counsel for the agency, will provide further information on the agent's legal authority to hold this public hearing. A description of the proposed project, the purpose of the public hearing, and the agency's next steps. Once Chris is finished, I will then open up the public hearing for comments. Chris?
Thank you, Mike. The provisions of Chapter 1030 of Laws of 1969 of New York, constituting Title I of Article 18A, the General Municipal Law, Chapter 24 of the Consolidated Laws of New York, as amended, and Chapter 787 of the 1976 Laws of the State of New York, as amended, codified in Section 923 of said General Municipal Law, authorized the agency to promote, develop, encourage, and assist in the acquiring, constructing, reconstructing, improving, maintaining, and equipping and furnishing of manufacturing, warehousing, research, commercial, and industrial facilities, among others. The proposed project consists of the following: the acquisition of an interest in approximately 1 acre parcel of land located at 11 Water Street in the town and village of New Paltz, Ulster County, New York, together with an existing building located thereon. The demolition of the existing facility, the construction of the land of a 3-story building consisting of approximately 21,952 square feet, and the acquisition and installation therein and thereon of certain machinery, equipment, and other personal property. All the foregoing will be owned by Water Street Trade Oath LLC, leased to the operating company. And the operating company. Yeah. Sorry. Leased the operating company operated at a 28-unit extended stay hotel and other directly and indirectly related activities. The granting of certain financial assistance with respect to the foregoing, including potential exemptions from certain sales and use taxes, real property taxes, real estate transfer taxes, and mortgage recording taxes, and the lease with an obligation to purchase or sell the project facility to the company or such other person as may be designated by the company and agreed upon by the agency. Pursuant to Section 859A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York, prior to the agency providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 to any project, the agency, among other things, must hold a public hearing pursuant to Section 859A of the Act with respect to said project. Since the proposed financial assistance to be provided by the agency with respect to the proposed project may exceed $100,000, then prior to providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 to the proposed project, the agency must hold a public hearing on the nature and location of the project facility and the proposed financial assistance to be provided by the agency with respect to the proposed project. After consideration of the application, the members of the agency adopted a resolution on January 15, 2025, authorizing the executive director of the agency to conduct this public hearing with respect to the proposed project pursuant to Section 859A of the General Municipal Law. The executive director of the agency caused notice of this public hearing to be mailed on January 22, 2025 to the chief executive officers, of Ulster County, the Town and Village of New Paltz, and the New Paltz Central School District published the notice of public hearing on January 24th, 2025 in the Daily Freeman, a newspaper of general circulation available to the residents in the Town and Village of New Paltz, Ulster County, New York. In addition, the Executive Director of the agency caused notice of this public hearing to be posted on January 22nd, 2025 on the agency's website and on a public bulletin board located at the New Paltz Village Hall, located at 25 Blackhill Avenue in the Town and Village of New Paltz, Ulster County, New York. Copies of the notice of this public hearing are available in this room. We have made arrangements for a stenographer to be present in order to accurately make a record of the public comments. The purpose of this public hearing is to solicit input with respect to the proposed project. We are not here to answer questions, although in the course of the hearing we will consider questions if we have the information to answer those questions and there is sufficient time to consider such questions. Now, unless there is any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of this public hearing and instead request that the full text of the notice of the hearing be considered into the record of the hearing. The agency will consider the proposed project at a subsequent meeting of the agency, currently scheduled for February 19th, 2025, 9 o'clock a.m., and at such meeting, the agency will also consider the comments received at this public hearing. Such meeting, like all meetings of the agency, are open to the general public. The notice of this public hearing indicated that written comments could be addressed to Henry Nichols, Executive Director. At this time, the agency has not received any written comments. I'll now return the floor back to Mr. Ham for the purpose of recognizing any citizens in attendance wishing to make a public comment.
Thank you, Chris. I'll now hear any remarks by the affected taxing jurisdictions. Any remarks from the affected taxing jurisdictions? None present. So at this time, the representative of the company is present. All right, I will now introduce New Paltz Way Hotel LLC, the company who would like to describe the proposed project in further detail.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should I sit down or? Yeah.
What are we talking about? Just state your name.
Well, my name is Ryan Giuliani. I'm a partner of New Paltz Way Hotel and the real estate holding company, Water Street Trails. New Paltz Way Hotel is being designed as a 28-key limited service hotel with a common area along the Wall-Hill Rail Trail and the Wall-Hill River in the village of New Paltz. The hotel itself will operate throughout the whole year and be available to guests. Really being designed for tourism purposes, traveling business professionals and outdoor enthusiasts, all of which frequent the New Paltz region and the Hudson Valley region. My business partner Jesse is sitting in the audience with me. We have two other hotels in our hotels currently, Woodstock Way Hotel in Woodstock, New York, and the Kingston Carriage House in Kingston, New York. We've been operating those businesses now for the Woodstock Way over 6 years. The operating team that exists today will be involved in the New Paltz Way hotel. We will be hiring, I think currently we have on our performance anywhere between 9 and 10 full-time employees. Each individual will be earning a living wage that is deemed by Ulster County. Our construction team is being formulated right now, but also the hiring of those trades will be local and regional. We're focusing people on that. What else?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Ryan, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I did.
Next question.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want it next?
Yeah, why don't you let me get the public hearing open first? Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep.
Okay, I'll now open the public hearing for public comment. It is 4:42 p.m. And by the way of operating rules, if you wish to make a public comment, please raise your hand and I'll call upon you. Please wait to be recognized. Once you're recognized, please stand, state your name and your address for the record. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes so that anyone else present today may have a chance to speak or comment for the record. If your comments mirror those of someone who has already spoken, you may so indicate that you relinquish the podium to another speaker so that all views be represented at the hearing may be heard. When everyone has had an opportunity to speak, I will conclude this public hearing. A record of the public hearing will be prepared and reviewed by the members of the agency in connection with the agency's consideration of the proposed project. Again, the purpose of the public hearing is to solicit public comment. We are not here to answer any questions. However, we will, in the course of the public hearing, consider questions if we have the information to answer the questions and if there is sufficient time to do so. I will now ask if there is anyone in attendance who wishes to comment on either the nature and location of the project facility or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated by the agency with respect to the proposed project. For the record, please state your name and indicate your comments on either the proposed project or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated by the agency with respect to the proposed project. So is there anyone else that would like to speak here at the public hearing? Mike Baden.
Sure. Mike Baden, I'm the Director of Planning, Zoning, and Code Enforcement for the Village of New Paltz. Not speaking for the Board of Trustees, but speaking from the Planning and Zoning Department. The applicant went through our site plan process and secured a site plan and a variance that they needed for their parking, but the Planning Board viewed this as a very positive addition to the community. The location with the proximity to the rail trail, we believe, can be really conducive to bicycle tourism potentially, as well as walking, but people traveling along the Empire State Trail, and it is cleaning up a property that has been in neglect for quite some amount of time. So all very positive aspects of the community.
Thank you, Mike. So Randall, at this time, we'll allow you a question.
Yeah, no, it's,
Oh,
I'm kind of sort of asking as a board member and a resident of New Paltz. So,
Okay.
so ultimately, I mean, it's the question ultimately is, my understanding is that it's part of the project. It's related to the project, not the financing. You all have worked with Tim to do something with water, because that's a big deal. Can you talk, I mean, I saw the application, but can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think that's a very, very important part of being part of our community, and that is the infrastructure.
Sure. As long as.
no, go ahead, Justin.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
yes, so, in regard to, we are making a donation to your sewer project overall. In fact, I think when it's all said and done, it'll be about $150,000.
I'm sorry, how much is it?
$150,000.
$150,000 donation to the community.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was,
Substantial.
yeah.
So now they have a real investment into this community.
That's
Oh.
what economic development is all about.
Yeah, well, it's that, and also, yeah, what I didn't touch on was, during our process, you guys helped us to, I'd say, improve the area even further by having sidewalks on our side of the street versus we had sidewalks on the other side of the street. You guys preferred them on our side, which was great.
Yeah.
So we that was also infrastructure.
It's just road.
It's just road.
It's still just road.
Still just road. You know, and obviously the setback off of the road is going to make a big deal, because now it's kind of the danger for pedestrians to get high, when you see on the drive. So that, once that building comes down, the new buildings and closer to the rail trail, getting full sight line, which I think you already knew about, and then somebody suggested to us to connect. I think it was actually something in the audience. Connect the rail trail to the road on the south side of the property,
Right.
which is a stairwell that we're offering.
Now, there's a vacant property that just has steps going up. Is that?
Yeah,
yours?
that's right,
Yours?
that's out, yeah.
Okay, so that will be where we connect to the
Correct.
trail? Will
It'll be closer to the house, 13 Water Street.
is there a restaurant in the
No.
facility? Is there a spa of any sort?
There will be a, spot, yeah.
Question, will residents, will the public be able to use that, like Mulder?
Right now,
has
it's just-
the ability to do it, but they're a much larger
So-
facility.
As much as I want you to go on and on about it, everything there we're talking about is in the application. Did you get a copy of that on the board?
We brought
It's just
copies of
yeah.
there.
Yeah, we didn't review it,
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, I'll make sure I get it to you.
I'm not doing this at a meeting.
Let's just, let's keep straight ahead here with the public comment instead of,
Okay.
you know, reviewing the whole application there, because you're, as a board member, you're gonna have that at your fingertips, as we can see. Right now is just the public hearing, just to move this along. So Natalie, at this time, can you please give me the timestamp on when we started this meeting?
We have been running for 16 minutes and 13 seconds.
Okay, that's what I need to know. Thank you very much, Natalie. So,
course.
is there anyone else present at this time that wishes to comment on this project, at this public hearing?
So I'm sorry, what did you need this?
I'm sorry, Jesse Halliburton.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Is there anybody else that wishes to comment at this public hearing at this time? So if there's no further comments, I'll now close this public hearing at 4:49 PM. And thank you for everyone attending.